Welcome back, everyone. I'm Garrett Weinzierl, and this is Hearthstone Headlines, Hearthhead's weekly wrap-up of everything going on in the world of Hearthstone, Heroes of Warcraft. And what a week to be a Hearthstone player it is, folks. Old Gods is finally here. There have been a ton of updates right here on Hearthhead. New decks are all over the place. But first, let's dive right into the expansion because Whispers of the Old Gods has finally come to Hearthstone and bringing with it 134 new cards, not to mention the nerfs to the classic and basic cards that were announced last week. Cthulhu is everywhere. Shamans are doing their best Pokemon impressions and evolving their board, and we're all pretty confused as to what a good deck is anymore. Luckily, there's plenty of suggestions all over the place. It's been a pretty solid launch overall, with only some login issues and input lag being the most common problems faced by players. But we can all enjoy a free Legendary Cthulhu and 3 free packs just for logging in. Also, don't forget to complete the win 2 games in standard mode and the additional win 7 games after that to get yourself 10 free additional card packs. On top of all this, the Old Gods board has been added to the game, and let's face it, Stormwind has seen better days. More goodies were data mined from the new patch that came in with Old Gods, including many new chalkboards for Tavern Brawl. I must know why there are 2 Ragnaroses playing basketball. I'm hoping for some Space Jam references. New Tavern Brawl cards were also mined from the patch. Offensive Play is a spell from what is being called Super Friends that reads, "The next minion you play and all your other copies cost 3 less." Another Mind Brawl called Random Class has spells named Second Class for all 9 Hearthstone classes. Does this mean I get to play with other classes' cards in one specific class? I hope so, because that sounds really fun. 4 new card backs were added as well, the Clutch of Yogg-Saron, which is no surprise, but the Center of Farming in the Valley of the Four Winds Half Hill, Draenor's Shadowmoon Valley, and Drakari Ice Troll's Home of Zoldrak are all getting homages in card back form as well over, the next coming months. Get ready for random decks because Encounter at the Crossroads has returned to Tavern Brawl. I am not the least surprised that it's a repeat given its Old Gods launch week. However, since Old Gods is now in the game, the random decks can contain cards from the new set. So get on out there and win yourself a free classic pack. As for what's new on Hearthhead, with the distinction of Standard versus Wild coming into Hearthstone with the new expansion, Hearthhead has added functionality to its database. Each card now displays the proper format. Users may also filter by format. This applies to decks as well. If you create a deck on Hearthhead, or if you're looking for decks on Hearthhead, you may sort by Wild or Standard. While we're on the subject of updates to the database, Golden Cards, Card Sounds, and Flavor Text are all now available for the Old Gods cards in the Hearthhead database. This means everyone can go see the best flavor text in the game residing on Shifter Xeris. I have no bias whatsoever. As mentioned earlier, 134 new cards have been added to Hearthstone with Old Gods. If you're looking to wrap your head around all of them, well, Part 3, 4, and 5 of Space Wizard's Old Gods card review series are now available. This means every single card in Whispers of the Old Gods have been covered. Well played, Space Wizard. That is going to do it for this edition of Hearthstone Headlines. You can follow me on Twitter, @GarrettArt. You can also find me talking so much more Hearthstone on the Angry Chicken Hearthstone podcast, which can be found at amove.tv/TAC. We're going to be recording a live podcast from CreateCon in Orlando this upcoming July. You can find tickets and more details over at createconvention.net. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. And until next time, good luck and have fun.